Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got our videos today from datingwright.
As women, can't we just be honest about the fact that a lot of girls aren't lonely because they can't find a decent man who's respectable, or men aren't men anymore? They're lonely because the expectations of what they want out of a relationship do not equate with who they are in relationships.
True.
You say you want a man who's emotionally mature, but whenever you're losing an argument, you start crying. That's emotional manipulation.
Yep.
Some of y'all want a man who's consistent, but you don't even post content consistently, let alone go to the gym consistently. And don't get me started on the meal plan you said you were going to start 3 weeks ago for your winter arc. You want a man with great communication skills, but you crashed out on the last one because you thought he was gaslighting you or manipulating you or he was a narcissist. Stop letting people get you out of character. That means you don't have good communication skills. All I'm saying is you can't expect a high value partner when you are not a high value partner. This fantasy idea that all the men are the bad ones and all the girls are just 10 out of 10s waiting for someone perfect. You're not perfect. Nope. 10 out of 10 is perfect. You're not perfect. And neither is...
Hey, neither are the men. But it's okay that we're not perfect. We still belong together.
Is the man that is also on your level, but you won't even give him a chance because in your mind you're a 10 and he's a 5. But in reality, you're both 6s. Sit with that. The uncomfortable truth here, ladies, is
you might even be both 5s or 4s.
that the dating market and the men are not the only problem. For a lot of the girls, self-awareness is the problem. Because you can't want better when you're not better.
Can we talk about why modern women are lonelier than ever?
This is why I think red pill and the manosphere works well. You want better, you go improve and you earn better. That's what you do as a man, as a person that wants something. You earn it. You acquire skills, acquire charisma, fix your looks up a little bit, acquire some muscles. Then you get to move. Then you get to be in a position where you can earn things that you want now. Remember, just because you got those things doesn't mean you automatically earn those things. No, getting those things gives you the ability to be able to earn more.
Because nobody wants to admit the real reason. I see it everywhere. Successful women with amazing careers, perfect Instagram feeds, but they're absolutely miserable and isolated.
Yep.
And I know because I used to be one of them.
Ooh.
We were told that independence was everything. That we didn't need anyone, that needing people was weakness, so we built these perfect little walls around ourselves. We chose careers over relationships, being right over being loved, and proving ourselves over connecting with others. We pushed away anyone who tried to get close to us because we had to be strong. And now we're sitting in our perfectly decorated apartments, scrolling through dating apps, wondering why we feel so empty inside. We have everything modern feminism promised us, but we've never been more alone. Because the truth is, humans are wired for connection. Especially women, we need community, partnership, and deep relationships. But we've been convinced that wanting these things makes us weak or pick-me's.
Yep.
The loneliness epidemic isn't an accident. It's what happens when you tell women to reject everything that actually fulfills them. You can have all the success in the world, but if you don't have real connection, you have nothing.
So I can agree with this with men too. Men that are very successful but that have no connections are probably miserable too, right? I'm not saying you have to have a partner, a woman or something, but connections. Yeah, great friends, great family.
So I've been seeing some videos on my For You page, and I think that it is finally time to discuss
I like this lady a lot.
Loneliness
I'm never gonna skip her videos.
Because I know the men have had their own thing, and I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not a man, right? But I will say that the men are more built for it than us.
Now
we are not built for this shit, ladies. We don't know how to be alone. These men have been bottling up their emotions and not sharing them with anybody since they were 6, 7, 8 years old. Some of us have never done that. We've always had someone to talk to, a friend, a family member, a significant other, something. And it seems like in 2025, the girls are running out of options. Because the dating market is terrible. Y'all are literally making fun of girls that are in happy, healthy relationships, saying that having a boyfriend is embarrassing. Miserables. And then y'all also don't have any friends, because anytime somebody reposts something that you disagree with, oh, that's how you feel about immigration policy, you're not my friend anymore. Now y'all don't have any freaking friends. Like, it's not gonna end well if your requirement for somebody to have a relationship with you is that they have to be on the exact same page with you 100% of the time. No one is. We are all people with our own thoughts, feelings, emotions, and ideas.
I always say it, like my best friend, Chris. Black, married to a white woman, works for Google, quite liberal, still my best friend. I am quite the opposite of him when it comes to politics and stuff like that. But me and him are still best friends, even though we don't see eye to eye to politics. And it's weird that nowadays people have made their identity their politics, or their politics their identity. That if you are this group of people, the other group of people, and you don't agree, screw you. No, you're an individual person first, then you're a family member, then you're friends, and then you go into the further out. Like, just because you have different political beliefs or even different beliefs doesn't make it so that you cannot be cordial and friendly with each other and still love each other.
Yes. And if you don't respect that in another person, then of course you're going to be by yourself. There's no one else that's going to fit that mold. I'll have to learn healthy communication skills. You have to learn healthy relationship skills. Go to therapy if you need to, do something. But if you are sitting at home right now and you don't have 5 friends that you can call, no man, and your family members just don't get you, I promise the only common denominator in all of those scenarios is...
That got to hit harder for women when it actually come from another woman, not a man saying it. But of course, we all know there's a so-called male loneliness epidemic. But at the same time, we all know that men can deal with loneliness better. I know for a lot of guys like myself, we purposely want to live alone and avoid relationships as much as possible.
True.
Some of us men enjoy our alone time. We like ourselves. We enjoy that quiet time. Now, of course, when we want to do activities, we want to go do things to enjoy ourselves, we just simply do it. We don't need a woman on our arm with us all the time. So I don't even believe there is a male loneliness thing going on, but I know for a fact that there is a female loneliness epidemic going on.
Where is my man at? Where is my man at?
I mean, with those crazy eyes, we're running away.
I hate to make my entire life about relationships, but where is my man at?
Sweetheart, women are way more lonelier than men. This is why women stay in toxic, abusive relationships, because they're afraid to be alone.
Yep.
I will always use this for...
And men stay in toxic, abusive relationships because we don't want to lose what we invested in.
So as a reference photo, like there is a woman who had a baby with this. But no, women are way more lonely. That's why they share peen with the neighborhood. This is why they stay in relationships knowing that this dude ain't shit, will never amount to shit, will never be shit. This is why they will let a guy drive her car, have access to her bank account, live in her house rent free, don't even contribute to the relationship. She's paying all of the bills, because women are way more lonely. Also, I've never seen a man come up on TikTok boo-hooing and crying, talking about they're turning 30 and they want some friends and they ain't got no friends.
True.
Do you know how many videos?
I'm sure there are some videos of men, talking about how lonely they are in their 30s. I'm sure there's videos of that, but not en masse the way women are kind of making it a trend.
I've seen of women doing that. Oh, I lost count. But I've never seen a man be snotting, tearing up, talking about they don't have any friends and they wish they could have some friends because they're turning 30 and they don't want to spend their 30th birthday alone. So once again, that male loneliness epidemic bullshit is a lie. But the female loneliness epidemic, there's a lot of credence to that.
Solo dating is cool, but I'm tired of that. And I'm just being honest. I'm actually over that.
Solo dating is just you going out and enjoying your life. Why do you have to make a stupid title of solo dating?
I feel like people are always like, love yourself, solo date, love being single season, boo doo 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 doo. And nobody is honest about how they really feel sometimes in their season of singleness. Like, it's not always peaches and cream. It's not always, ooh, I love loving myself and no one else loves me. It's not always, ooh, I love buying myself flowers. I love romancing myself. I love taking myself out on dates and no one else buys me flowers. No one else romances me. No one else wines and dines me. No one else, why can we not be honest about that? Why can we not be honest about the part of singleness that gets tiring, that gets lonely, that gets hurtful, that makes you start to question yourself, that makes you wonder if maybe the last situation wasn't that bad. Maybe you should spin the block. Like, why are we not honest about those types of thoughts, those types of feelings? Why don't we talk about that publicly? And I feel like it may be because when we do, especially as women, we get called pick-me's, we get called male-centered when we say that we want a husband, when we say that being single is not, I mean, it's not that fun.
Yeah, solo dating is cool and dandy until you see that other couple sitting in front of you on a date. You see that man bring that woman flowers. You see both of those people being affectionate to each other. I can guarantee you that's when your solo date will be interrupted.
Y'all, I finally got a first date, and I don't know how long, and I canceled on him. But let me tell you why. I met this guy on Hinge. I know, yuck. I'm cutting kiwi, so bear with me. I thought he was cute, so I matched with him. He is younger than me. I won't say how much younger, but he's younger. We started messaging. He said he was like, had some nice career. Anyway, we get to having a little bit of small talk and event for like maybe a day. And then he finally asked me for my number. He's like, do you have time to hop on a call? I was like, yeah, I can hop on a call for a bit. So at the end of the conversation, we only talked for like 20 minutes. And he was like, well, when are you free next week? I go out of town to do my other job on Thursday, but but before then I'm free. I said Monday or Wednesday. He was like, okay, Monday's kind of short. Let's do Wednesday. I was like, cool. He was like, all right, I'm going to text you on Monday with details. I'm like, perfect. Like, he's taking the lead. I'm loving it. So Monday morning around 10-11 a.m. he actually texts me. Now I'm going to read you these texts because this is where it gets important. Monday morning, good morning, hope you're having a good day. I just looked at my schedule and let's do 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday. I say, good morning, I love that you followed up when you said you would. Just let me know where and I'll make sure I'm there. Then he responded, everything I say I mean. Okay, a little intense of a response, but because there's no exclamation, no emoji, it's just everything I say I mean, period. Okay, I'll have everything.
This is why texting is so stupid sometimes. You don't get the context of the actual conversation.
Handle for Wednesday and send you my pin and details day of so you can worry about your outfit and having a good time. First thing I noticed, send you my pin. Pins usually involve coming to like a specific location, not actually a restaurant. But at the same time, I didn't think nothing of it because I was like, maybe that's some Gen Z shit like that I don't know about. Like, maybe they say that now. I don't know. I don't be knowing things sometimes. So I was just like, that's odd. But I'm not going to press the issue because I'm trying to be in my soft girl. I'm not trying to be in my masculine. So I was like, okay, let's just see what he does. Also, semi-flag, yellow flag, just make sure, worry about your outfit and having a good time. It's not a red flag. It's not a red flag. However, mentioning my outfit is a little nuts, especially in hindsight. Wednesday comes.
It just says to dress nice. What?
This is what he texts, and this is when I knew it was over. I saw the preview first. That didn't alarm me as much as it should have, but I noticed it. The first thing I saw was, good morning, the day has come for you to meet your blessing. Laughing emoji.
Women say these kind of stupid things all the time.
Okay. Yeah. I opened the text. That was the preview. I opened the full text, and the remainder of the text says, I'll send you my pin when I get off. But if you can be at my house by 8:20, that will be perfect. Wear a nice outfit, but you don't have to overdo it. I'll probably have on some jeans and a nice jacket on. Have a great day! Exclamation point. Okay, now I'm getting the red flags. First of all,
so you're gonna meet at his place and then he's gonna take you somewhere else, it sounds like.
Oh, I don't know you, sir. We talked for 20 minutes before talking on a dating app for a day.
But you're willing to sleep with men on their first night that you meet them.
And now you're telling me to meet you at your house at 8:20 p.m. on a Wednesday? That's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen.
Yeah, that can be a bit risky there. He should have known she wasn't gonna pull up to his house. I think he was just trying her just to see what she would say. And even for most men, we would at least like to talk to this lady first on the date, fill her out, and then invite her back to our place. I have never asked a woman to meet me at my house first, unless I've been dealing with her for a while.
It would only make sense if we were going out on a date and my house was kind of like that middle ground of where they would meet. So instead of, you know, me going to pick her up, hey, come meet me at my place, and we'll drive from my place together to over there. That has happened once or twice, but that's about it.
And then also, why are you telling me how to dress? Like, that's weird. Like, it's giving,
of course,
we've been dating for a while and we haven't, you know? So my response, naturally, good morning. I'm looking forward to seeing you too, but I'm not comfortable going to a man's house I've never met before. Let me know what restaurant or spot you have in mind and I will meet you there. At this point, fair. I was kind of just getting the ick slowly. Like, so his response was respectable. I understand. I'll pick you up. Only thing I need you thinking about is being a passenger princess looking good. That did it for me. I'm sorry. Like, so not only did you not acknowledge my boundary, but the fact that your first instinct wasn't just to apologize for making me uncomfortable, but instead say,
why would he have to apologize for that? Like,
still violating a boundary of safety and suggesting you come to my house, and now you're commanding me to look good. Like, it just gave red flags. I said, I'm really prioritizing my safety at this stage, so I'm not comfortable with you coming to my place either. If that's a deal breaker, it's totally okay. We can just leave it there. Okay, so now I'm like clearly making it clear, like, you can't know where I live. I'm not going to your house. I'm not riding with you. And I just completely ignored the outfit shit because, like, that's not cute to me. So
the outfit stuff is probably the least worrying thing, but that she keeps bringing it up.
Oh, he wrote, nah, it's fine, 8:45 p.m. And then an address. That's it. Not even the name of a restaurant, just an address. I Googled the address. It was a restaurant. But my whole thing is, what? I hated that response.
So everything you asked him to do or fix, he just fixed and changed and redid. Yeah, why would he have to apologize? He just did things that you asked him to do to fix things. So,
and then I said,
but he's still the bad guy.
Hey, I sat with everything and realized the energy shifted for me. You deserve someone who understands your approach better. So I'm going to skip tonight. All the best. And maybe like 10 minutes later, he hearted it. Maybe less than that. But my whole thing is, you're scaring me. And for me to show up on that date and something happens to me, I can't say there were no red flags when there clearly was. So I thought of it like that. He was unapologetic. He was very intense. And I don't deal with men that are super intense. I don't like that. I feel like it's manipulative. I hate it.
When we're intense, it's manipulative. Oh, okay. Got it.
Literally, like, run for the hills for that shit. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? I know I'm not tripping, but let me know y'all thoughts.
Man, I hate it when men make me agree with women. But it sounds like this guy had a nice car, a nice place, and he obviously was just trying to show it off to her. That's why he wanted to come pick her up in his ride and have her over at his place right away.
I don't know, because he's young, so it's a little bit different. But me, I always offer to pick up the person from there, wherever they want to be picked up from. Most of the time, they just give me the address like a few blocks down from their house and meet me there. So I don't think it's a bad thing to be offering them to come to your house so you can ride together, because most women don't really want to drive. So I can't fully fault this guy. I do agree that he went about it a little bit off, but I don't think anything too wrong about it.
He was simply better off just sending her the freaking restaurant address, give her a time, meet up with her, play it cool and smooth, and if anything, then at the end of the date, just invite her over to his place. And I think he was trying to do that whole thing of taking charge and, you know, being the man and leading on a date, but he could have just played it cool.
I think the young gentleman was just trying to lead properly. You know, oh, come to my house, we'll ride together, or I can pick you up so you don't have to worry about driving. You know, these things kind of are normal in my era of time. Nowadays, I can see it being a little bit weird, just because people are a little bit weirder about meeting people for their first dates and stuff. But in my day, that was a normal thing. You always picked up your date for a first date to go take her out or whatever it is. So I don't think it's being that weird or creepy. It's just the man was just trying to do his thing, and it felt like he was just in the wrong era of time trying to do those things. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and catch you guys next time. Ciao.